Hello everyone, good day to all. I welcome all my dear kids to today's online live classes. I'm Pushpashri, faculty of Button But Tutorials. I'll be handling mathematics for Navodaya, Sainik as well as RMS School entrance exam. So, well, my dear kids, in the last session, we discussed about the chapter of simplification, and the chapter was also been completed. If you people have missed the last session, you can go to the description box and watch the previous class videos. So, well, we'll just move on to today's session. In today's session, we'll be knowing about the new chapter. So, what is that new chapter? And the new chapter is square and square root. Okay. The new chapter is square and square root. So square and square root. So this is the new chapter that we'll be dealing from today onwards. And this chapter is there for all the three exams, that is Navodaya, Sainik as well as RMS school. Okay. So this chapter is one of the important chapter, easiest chapter if you learn it. Okay. So first we'll just know about it. So one or the another way you people have come across this word square and square root, and there you had seen this symbol. This is the symbol which we used to represent the square root, and this is the power which we use to represent the square. So together this is called as the square and square root. Okay, so how we are going to define this square? So this one we can also call it as power. Okay, that is 2 to the power of 2, which is nothing but you are going to multiply the number 2 with the same number 2. So when you are multiplying with the same number 2, you will get one more new number. That number is called as the square number of the 2. So then how we are going to define this? So you are going to define the square root of 4 is equal to 2. How? So vice versa of this. That means you are going to make it as ulta and tell like that. So not only 2, for all the numbers we'll be calculating the square roots. So I'm just giving an introduction, brief introduction about this chapter. So in square and square roots, we usually have two methods to find out. So the first method here also, prime factorization method. The first method is prime factorization method. So in LCM and HCF also we have come across this method, and the second method is that is division method. Division method. So these are the two methods that we are going to use to find the square and the square root. So this is about the introduction about your chapter. So we'll just see to the theory concept of this. First, we'll know the meaning of it. So then we'll move on to the problems. Okay. The chapter name is Square and Square and Square Root. Square Root. So first we'll know about the meaning of square. Okay. So the meaning of square we'll know first. Square. So okay, if a number to be multiplied by itself, if a number to be if a number to be multiplied by itself, if a number to be multiplied by itself, the product thus obtained the product thus obtained thus obtained the product thus obtained is called the square of the number. Is called is called is called square of this called square of the number. Got this? See here once. If a number to be multiplied by itself, say for example, 2 square is equal to 4, that is 2 into 2. Okay, so if a number to be multiplied by itself, so here we are considering the number 2 and we are multiplying the number by itself, that means we are multiplying the number with the same number, then the product that's obtained. So when you are going to multiply this, you will obtain a product of 4. The product that it is going to obtain is called square of the number. That means 2 square, 4 is the square for the 2. This is how we can call it as. Here 4 is the square of 2. Here 4 is the 4 is the square of 2. So this is how we are going to call this as. So now you people can copy down this. Copy down. So, okay children, hope you all copied this. We'll move on to the next concept. And the next concept is a much important concept. So, we'll just know about it. So, that concept that you have to learn. So, once you learn that concept in detail, so it will be easier for you to learn the further thing. Okay. So, here number and here it is square number. So now we'll just learn about the meaning of square. If a number is multiplied by itself, we are going to call it as the square. So how? We'll just see that 1 square is equal to 1, 2 square is equal to 4, that is 2 into 2. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square 25, you can see here 1 square is 1, that means 1 into 1. 2 square is 4, that is 2 into 2. 3 square is 9, that is 3 into 3. 4 square is 16, that is 4 into 4. 5 square is 25, that is 5 into 5. 6 square is 36, that is 6 into 6. 7 square is 49, that is 7 into 7. 8 square is 64, that is 8 into 8. 9 square is 81, that is 9 into 9. And the 10 square is 100, that is 10 into 10. So this is how we are going to calculate the square along with a square number. So this is just for your understanding I have written. So that's the reason now I will erase this. There is no need of that. Okay. The same thing I will continue here from 11 to 20. So 11 square is equal to 121. 12 square is equal to 144. 13 square is equal to 169. 14 square is equal to 196. 15 square is equal to 225. 16 square is equal to 256. 17 square is equal to 289. 18 square is equal to 324, 19 square is equal to 361, 20 square is equal to 400. So this is about your from 11 to 20. Okay, even this is also very much important. You have to know that is 11 into 11 is 121, 12 into 12 is 144, 13 into 13 is 169. 14 into 14 is 196, 15 into 15 is 225, 16 into 16 that is 256, 17 into 17 will give you 289. 18 into 18 will give you 324. 19 square, that is 19 into 19 will give you 361. 20 square, that is 20 into 20 will give you 400. So this is about your number. So if you want, I'll write here. This is your number. This is your square number, which is very important. You must have to know. Okay. So once if you know about it, we can move up to the problems very easily. So copy down this. Fine. Hope you all copied this. Now I'll move on to the next part. So the next part is about the perfect square. So ma'am, what is perfect square? We'll learn that. Okay. So now we'll know about the next concept, that is perfect square. Perfect square. So what is perfect square? A number is said to be a perfect square. A number is said to be a perfect square. Said to be a perfect square, comma, if it is a square of, if it is a square of any natural number, any natural number. Ma'am, what is this? See here, a perfect square is said to be a square. It's said to be a number. A number which is said to be a perfect square if it is a square of any natural number. So what is natural number? So except 0, whatever the numbers that we are having from 1 to infinity, those numbers that we are going to call it as perfect squares. So that number must be easily divisible, easily multipliable. So on that time we will call it as perfect square. So keep in mind students, always the perfect square will be positive. Okay, always the perfect square is positive integer only. So we'll see the example here. Example, 4 into 4, that is 16, and 5 into 5, that is 25. Here 16 are here, 16 and 25 are perfect square of perfect square of 4 and 5 respectively. 4 and 5 respectively. Okay. So see here again, I'll tell you, a number is said to be a perfect square if it is a square of any natural number. So if a number is a square of any kind of natural number like 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, so any natural number comes, then we are going to call it as a perfect square. And example here, 4 fours are 16, 5 fives are 25, where 16 and 25 are the perfect square of 4 and 5. Where for 16, the perfect square is 4. That means for 25, the perfect square is 5. So this one is also important. You can copy down this. Copy down. Fine, hope you all copied this. So when we move on for the further thing, there are some of the properties in perfect square. So what are those properties, ma'am? Say for example, some of the number like ending with 2. Say for example 42. We can't call that as perfect square. And the number ending with 7, we can't call that as perfect square. And the numbers ending with 1 and all, we can't call that as perfect square. Why? You will get to know in the properties of perfect square. In the properties of perfect square, we'll be learning about it in detail. Okay. So here, what happens here? So 4 fours are 16, where 16 is one of the divisible factor of 4. Correct. Say for example, 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are uh, 12. Like this you will be telling, right? So sometimes what happens, if they tell you what is the properties of 0, is there any property? 0 zeros are 0, but 0 square is 0, so we all know that. But 10, is there any square root? If you do any square root, will you get the answer as 10? No, on that time we can't call this as a perfect square. And the number ending with single zero is never a perfect square. That is also one of the important thing that you people have to remember. Okay. So now you can copy down, and you can, if you want, you can take down the meaning of natural number. So natural number, I'll just write here. Natural number. The number starting from 1 to infinity, that is 1, so on, 1, 2, so on, is called as natural number. Okay. So now you people can take down the meaning of natural number. Copy down this.